Welcome to Psychwalker Studios. I'm Jake, a PhD student in clinical psychology and lifelong fan of LEGO Star Wars. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Coruscant Guard Gunship. This is set number 75354. It comes with 1,083 pieces, 5 minifigures, and was released in 2023. This set originally retailed in the US at $140. It's actually currently, at the time of recording this, at about $111, which I think is a much more fair price for what you get here. It comes with 5 minifigures, 3 of which are exclusive to this set. Now, this is a Star Wars LEGO set that has received quite a bit of controversy amongst the LEGO Star Wars community. Many people downright hate this set, but I'm not going to lie. At first glance here, after building the set and seeing the minifigs, I may have an unpopular opinion. This is the first time LEGO has given us this version of the Clone Wars era gunship. We have received a few iterations of the Republic gunship, and I will be comparing this to my 2013 Republic gunship in this video, but I have to commend LEGO for stepping out on a more niche branch here and taking a chance on a lesser known style Star Wars ship that was only ever seen on screen in one arc of the Clone Wars series. We will take a look at more details of the ship itself shortly, but first let's take a look at the minifigures. First off, we have a new Padme Amidala figure, which reflects her Senate era during the Clone Wars. She also comes with a double-sided faceprint and a silver scoped blaster, and I gotta say I really like this one. I think it's accurate to the design in the show, and it's always nice to get a new Padme figure. This figure is also exclusive to the set. Next we have a Commander Fox minifigure rocking the dual-wielded pistols there, which is also an exclusive figure to the set, and although there are some slight nitpicks here and there, such as color mismatches, not having shoulders and arm printing, the helmet not being exactly accurate, I still think that this is a decent figure. Next, we have 2 Coruscant Guard Shock Troopers. I took the helmet off one there, but they both have the same modern clone face printing. This is the first appearance of this specific figure, but it has since been released in a couple of other sets as well. And yeah, the same can be said for these. That was said for Commander Fox. Some arm printing would have been nice and some more accurate detail here and there, but overall, they're still pretty decent. And last but certainly not least, we have Senator Palpatine, and oh boy, if this wasn't the sole reason this set was worth buying immediately for me, seeing this Palpatine in the red robes just screams Revenge of the Sith for me, and although this is a Clone Wars set, it's still just great to have this version of Palpatine again with the actual robe piece instead of the legs. And you know I had to swap to the angry face print and give Palpatine his lightsaber. No, the set doesn't come with it, but I just had to do this for fun. Now let's take a closer look at the ship itself. So the ship does have some play features, starting out with these push-to-fire missiles that we've seen in various other sets. There's also a ramp in the back of the set that you can move up and down pretty easily there. Breaking the fourth wall here a bit, as I was editing this video, I saw this ramp and I kind of thought to myself, it doesn't actually look like the minifigures would fit in there, and so I tested it, and as you can see, the minifigures do not even fit in that ramp space, which is really unfortunate. This is going to affect my overall score a bit for this set. There's also this small gray door panel, which I'm not really sure what the purpose of it is because nothing really fits in there, and it's also kind of a pain to get to. Then there are sliding door panels on each side of the gunship that expose the interior space by pulling on a lever found at the back of the ship. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed the technique used by the designers here, and it's simple, but it works really well. There are also some smaller slide-up door areas towards the front of the ship that, to be honest, don't serve the set much as far as use or practicality is concerned, because there isn't much space to store anything or set minifigures. It's kind of just a pointless space, to be honest. Then there are the usual rotating turrets on the front of the gunship, and then of course there is actual space to place minifigures inside of the cockpits of the gunship, and they do fit perfectly inside, so you don't have to worry about their heads sticking out or the windscreens not going down all the way. Then there's a handle here that you can use to safely pick up the ship that we've seen used in previous iterations of the gunship as well. And speaking of previous iterations of the gunship, many people compare this set to the 2013 Republic gunship, and since I also own that ship, I thought I would briefly do the same. And although the 2013 gunship is clearly superior when it comes to size, design, and minifigures, I am going to attempt to defend the Coruscant Guard gunship here a little bit. Many people complain about the new Coruscant Guard gunship being much smaller than the 2013 set, and although it is notably smaller, as you can see by the dimensions on screen here, it's really only by a couple of studs here and there. And while the new Coruscant ship is smaller in size, the piece count difference may surprise you. There are actually only 92 more pieces included in the 2013 gunship compared to the Coruscant Guard gunship, which results in a very evident structural advantage in the new Coruscant ship. It does feel much sturdier, so if you're like me and you really appreciate the structural integrity of modern day LEGO sets, the size difference may not be as big of a deal to you. So what are my final thoughts on the Coruscant Guard gunship? I actually really like it. And yes, I agree it is not a perfect set and there are some inaccuracies here and there, but again, I really commend LEGO for stepping out and giving us a more niche set. And I do hear people in the LEGO Star Wars community talking about how, you know, we get the same ships over and over again. We want LEGO to give us something new, more niche, and they finally did that. And unfortunately, it seems like a lot of people weren't happy with this. And you know, to be fair, I think that's justified, and I'm not someone to just glaze a set just for the sake of doing it. I am someone who likes to nitpick here and there whenever LEGO gives us subpar quality, but I really do like this ship, and I acknowledge that there are mistakes, but at the same time, it was a fun build, and I like the look of it, to be honest. I'm going to give this set a 7 out of 10. My pros for the set: there are a few exclusive minifigures, particularly that Palpatine that they gave us. It is a niche design, very durable, and it was a fun build. For my cons, the inaccuracies that I've already mentioned, not going to go into that much more. Although the descaling itself isn't a huge deal for me, what is a bigger deal is the fact that there are a couple of really pointless spaces, and that the ramp that is meant for figures to go inside of, they don't even fit in there, which is, you know, that's really unfortunate that LEGO didn't at least make that space big enough for figures to actually fit inside of. It would make a lot of sense if they did. And the price. At first, this retailed in the US for about $140. It is actually currently at $111 as of the date of recording this and making this review. So I do actually think that is a more fair price. So the question is, what do you guys think of this set? Do you own the set? If you do, let me know in the comments what you think about it. And if not, is it something that you're interested in buying? Regardless, let me know your thoughts. Feel free to give this video a like and to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for stopping by Psychwalker Studios, and until next time, keep collecting, care for your mind, and may the Force be with you.